Hi folks, we're back. This is round number 8 of this multiplayer game, and yeah, so in the last episode I was kind of like moving down to taking some of this territory. I'm going to move back soon because Cael was sorry, so the guy who's running Phoenix Legion, he's saying, look, how about we draw this line here, okay? So get my pen tool up, should work. So he's saying, like, we should draw a line there. I think that would be a reasonable line. I'm actually going to say, no, I want this like that. Because I need... Right, I'm not being stuck in the mountains. Like, I'm not having him, like, having any mountain area where I've not got, like, mountains. I need... So, yeah, I'm going to be greedy here. And, you've got to be really careful when you're negotiating, because if you take the piss, as I said... for those of you who aren't from the UK or Australia or wherever else it is they use that term, it just means if if you're greedy and you push your luck with people. Oh gosh. Oh, that's not good. Okay, that's not good at all. You guys have been cut off. We should get some pickup here. Those cheeky marauders, right? So I will be periodically readjusting this border. I haven't said that to him, but that's what I'm going to do. I'm not messing about. I don't mind. Like, as long as I've got enough room, basically, for me to do what I need to do, then I'm going to move back. So, and I'll keep this border with him. Like, I do think that, honestly, really, I should really just be... I think I've got a big industrial advantage at the moment. I'm guessing I have. I think that, unless he's done well, by the way, it's perfectly possible to take this in 7 turns, yeah, or 6 turns, whatever it was. I've done this as well in single player games. You can march straight up as soon as you find out where the farmers are. You march straight through them and you encircle them and you take it. He's done well there though, taking it in 6 turns. That's good. Told you that guy's good. He's a good player. He knows how to play these games. So, yeah, I'm gonna just draw my board. I'm drawing the border here. So I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna be like, look, no, the border's here. Right, that's the border, and then we've got some. We can call this area here no man's land, right? And it could be like like the DMZ in between North and South Korea. So yeah, that's what I'm gonna say. And then we'll see how he takes that, because he might not like that. He might be like, no, I'm not having that. So, but I think that's what I think that's what's got to happen. I'm going to let him have this. What is it? This dome farm back at Stallwang. I'm going to move these up just in case he decides to move back. In case he does attack me. I don't think he's going to attack me now. I don't think he's going to attack me. I think that would be done for him. What a shame we've lost these. Anyway, what happened in the history? You'll just see that he's probably taking this stuff. Yeah, he's moving back up. Look, he's moving some troops back, and we've got some movement on our north border as well. As far as the VidCom is concerned, we gain free market from commerce. That's a regime feat. We've developed a new model of truck. Let's have a look at that thing. Yeah, it's almost exactly the same. Look, it's really not changed. It's got a better. This one's got a better structural design though. That's good. We're not going to use these a whole lot. I wasn't really that bothered about this, to be honest. I didn't want to just waste the. I don't think there's really much we can. We can discover stuff. I probably should have put some more stuff into discovery at the moment. Okay, so the Supreme Command Council is about leadership. We're going to put Ingmar Blackdark in there as we planned. This guy is good. He's a capability 3. He's only got 30 war, but that's not that bad. And he's got intelligence 47. He will level up for a bit in there. If we need to, we can always move him somewhere else. Other decisions before we go to model design, I think. Meritocracy needs to get to 55. I think we can do that. We'll have to push it. It's a bit of a gamble, but we'll do it. Minor worker strike in High Peak. Okay. This is not good. Industrial points wise, we've got enough to raise another brigade, which is what I was going to do. So let's get... Oh, we're not quite got enough. What are we short on? Manpower. I think I'm going to get a, I think I'm going to get another machine infantry brigade up. I think I'm going to do it, and then what we'll do is so they're going to be underpowered. Look, why does it keep giving me these awful colours? It's going to be a little bit underpowered. However, we can fix that. Okay, so this is the third. We're going to have to find a commander for them, and we'll use these guys. We're just going to, I mean, look, I don't mind putting autocracy up a little bit here. How much money are we losing a turn? 25 credits. I don't mind spending a little. Oh my god, that's a lot though. That is. It's a lot of credits. 138. 138. I think I might do it though. I think, look, getting democracy up will be good. If I'm going to have to play with these, we can sort of bounce between the three, and just that was my original plan anyway. Okay, military. Right, so the councils. How many political points did I get that turn? Your budget included the dispersal. Hold on. So we put 80. We put 80 bureaucratic points in. New political points. We've got 18 out. Okay. The reason for that is we switched the commander. So we switched the what's his name? The advisor over. What am I doing? Here we are. So this guy, we need to attach him. We're going to attach him back to the Supreme Command Council. Just for one turn, and we'll do that, and we'll get some political. We'll get a big load of political points, I expect. That's going to be something that's going to be, yeah, it's going to be helpful. I'd like to get a lot of political points up. Is this going to break out into a war? I don't think so. I think unless he says no, like I'm not doing it. You know, like no, I want to take. I need this, because you might say, look, you know, you're near to my border, but it's. There's nothing to stop me from just rolling in here and attacking him now. And I've got 3 brigades. I'm going to basically say to him, look, I've got 3 brigades and I've got tank models online and I've got GR cataphracts. Do you really want to go to war with me now? Because you're going to lose. And like this guy is a good player. Cael's a good player. But I think I've got the edge on him in Shadow Empire. I'm just guessing there. By the way, I don't want to be making sort of like. This is one of the reasons why I deleted one of my Dominion series, because I find that multiplayer stuff sometimes makes me a little bit kind of like, I can do this, I'm the best guy. And I don't like that about myself. I can be a little bit... Okay. I can get a little bit sort of kind of arrogant if I'm not careful. And I think that you know, a little bit of gamer talk is okay, right? I think when I think there comes a level when, I don't know, like if I'm watching somebody who's playing a Let's Play or something, whether or not I am enjoying what they're doing is probably going to be dependent on how I feel about them, right? That's how I am anyway. And if I think that the guy is mouthing off where he shouldn't be mouthing off, then I kind of find it a bit of unattractive. So I'm going to try to refrain from doing that, is what I'm saying. I don't know what you guys feel about that, but you know, he's my friend. This guy's my mate. I play with him. I play lots of games with him. I talk to him quite a fair bit now. He's really cool. He's like a nice guy. Same with all the guys in this game. You know, the guy who's playing, I can't remember what the other regime is called now. Yeah, I forget what the other regime's called, but there's another guy who I play, who's a guy who lives in Australia, and he's a good mate of mine that I play Dominions with. And then Richard, obviously, Richard Yorke is I've been playing loads of games with him. He's cool, man. Like Richard's actually from, for people who I haven't told this before, he's from a city that's very, very close to my home city. Like they're so close that they're considered sort of twin sister cities basically, and he's got pretty much the same accent as me, quite a similar accent to me, although my accent's a little bit different when I'm one of those people who kind of like tries to speak a little bit more posh when I'm playing games, because I know that there are people from all over the world, and if I slip into my home, if I slip into my Derby accent, people won't understand what I'm talking about. So I kind of I try not to do that. This is a trick that I learned while I was traveling, by the way, and I was traveling in places like India and Southeast Asia. You have to make your accent a little bit more neutral so that people who aren't from England can actually understand you. Because even Americans, they'll be like, what are you talking about? Anyway, what model do we want next? Interesting conundrum. I probably should go for, yeah, I mean, we should probably put an Envirosuit machine gun. I think might be the next thing. I'm probably putting a bit too much money in. I'm probably putting a bit too much into model design at the moment. I think I'm going to change it like that. Ingmar Black, yeah, so I should have done that before I put Ingmar Blackdark in, to be honest, 'cause that's just made him more upset with me. But there's not a lot I can do about it now. APC. Let's get an APC up. It's not going to be a good APC, but it's going to be better than, you know, I mean, we got loads of metal, right? We've got plenty of metal and we've got plenty of industrial points, so we can make a good design here, I think. Fuel's not bad either. Normally, I would go with 25 mil against the AI, or even this, you know, just to get something cheap out. Like you can bang these things out like really cheap. Look, but are they going to be any good? No, probably not. Yeah, 50 mil with a heavy engine. That's going to be 1 fuel per hex. It's going to be really expensive to run. Let's have a look at the other options. Also, kind of we want to wait for a better gun. I mean, I'm tempted to kind of make a cheap one here, so you can see that we've got them. Like, this is like old Soviet era tactics. It's like field lots and lots of troops, but you know they're kind of paper thin. But yeah, I don't know. What we've got to consider is the political point time that it's going to take for them to come out. Let's get 25 mil for the time being, and then we'll get yeah, it's going to be total 200 weight total. This will be, like, if we put a heavy diesel engine on this, mind you, if we put a medium one in, it will be slightly overpowered. Let's do that. Okay. Just basically, you know, I think just having these models up. Oh yeah, I haven't got tanks. I thought I had tanks in this, so I won't be lying to Cael and telling him I've got tanks where I haven't, because you shouldn't lie in these games. I think that maybe at the end of the game, if you're, you know, if it's a life or death situation, you can start fabricating stuff. I mean, like in Dominions, yeah, the kind of general consensus is if you start lying in a game, nobody trusts you, and then that's it. You're untrustworthy. But I don't think Shadow Empire is the same kind of game as Dominions. It's different in several ways. For a start, Dominions has everybody's at war, really, and you have to kind of come up with your own agreements as to who's, you know, your own diplomacy essentially. But you know that eventually somebody's they're gonna say, look, now it's time for us to go to war. So it has this kind of like it feels like a very artificial. It is artificial because the real world doesn't really work like that. I mean, if the real world was constantly locked into a state where somebody had to win at the end, then yeah, then it would be realistic, but it's not realistic. However, Shadow Empire is more realistic because you can kind of, for a start, you can have like joint victories. The other thing is that you can have like diplomatic victories essentially, where you say, okay, we're allies now, and we'll share the victory. You actually share the victory. The other thing is that you're not pushed towards that. Like, there's nothing to stop us just all kind of sitting up here and teching up until we're ready to go to war. The one thing that is kind of similar is that the victory conditions, the way that they work, is that, you know, once the victory condition kicks in, you win. You look at the victory score, we're all pretty close. Like Phoenix Legion are beating me ever so slightly, and the reason is because they got that second zone, but I'm doing okay. Tribes of Man, Castello Republic, Karen Fort, Empire of Dick. Look, this is Richard. Dick's a British slang name for Richard, by the way. My father is called Richard, and his nickname's Dick as well. So it's not necessarily a rude thing. It's just a British thing. But I think Richard's playing on that. I told you he'd come up with a silly name. Yeah. So yeah, Richard's lagging a little bit here. He's not expanded very fast. Yeah, it'd be interesting to have a look at to see how he's doing there actually. I hope he's not too close to one of the other predatory players. He might make a move on him. Anyway, I don't want these turns to get too long, so let's try and finish off what I'm doing. I haven't got a whole lot of industrial points here. Now I built that. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to refrain from building anything this turn. And I'm going to save my industrial points and my metal for the next round so that I can finish this brigade off, get some more troops up. I'm trying to play a little bit more cautiously now. The other thing, of course, is these guys are quite strong. They've got a lot of them anyway. They seem to be pushing on me quite hard, so I've got to figure something out. Also, I need to get some replacements. Let's get some of those. Oh, we can't even do it. We don't have enough troops. Next turn, I'll get some replacements up. I'm not going to build anything this turn anyway. That's what I'm saying. We are going to need to get a OHQ leader out. So let's just have a look, see what we've got in the reserve pool. Have we got anybody command skills? No. Yeah, these are all bad. These are all crap. So let's. I don't want crap leaders. Sometimes you've got. I mean, what's wonderful about this game is it forces you to use them, and I think that's really cool. I think it can't have. You know, in a game like this, you can't have everything your way all the time. That's just, you know, just not how the game is designed to run. You've got to. The whole point of, if I'm understanding the way that you made Vic made decisive campaigns, he was wanting you to make tough choices between the leaders that you've got to deal with, right? I think that's the point, and Shadow Empire is building on that, and I like that. I think it makes you make tough choices, but we can always figure things out. So let's see what we've got here. Oh, look at that! Oh, we got a capability 4. Look at this dude. Covert Ops. Okay, he wants to go into Secret Service Council. He is just like amazing. Right, if we can afford it, if we've made enough political points next turn. I'm tempted put the to go for a new organisation, and I think I'd probably go for the Secret Service Council. We can start getting some research. We can start getting some spies into places, because wow, that guy is good. He's a really good leader. We'll have to wait till next turn to generate another one. Anyway, folks, I think that's all I'm going to do this time. There's not really much more I can do. I'm going to basically say to Cael, no, I need this here, and then we're done. All right. This line here, sorry. Like that, no, I'm having that line there, and then if you want to call this like demilitarized zone, whatever, that's fine. But you know, I need to be able to not be encircled by. If you look like you're encircling me, I'm going to invade you. Okay, that's basically going to be my line of diplomacy. All right, folks, I'll catch you next time. See you later.